All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is our next installment under the cognitive level of analysis and how we perceive, or I guess create an understanding of why we're attracted to somebody based on cognition. Hopefully you guys had fun with that last little activity where we had a discussion about the attraction similarity model. If you want to argue the next point that I'm going to make, you may certainly do so in the comments below this video. Really, if you consider the studies that we have done so far in this course, social identity theory is probably one of the best studies to help us illustrate and explain this attraction similarity model, because we know that when we are in a group of people, we often take on different roles and different personalities because we create this social identity. So each of us has a personal identity, which changes a little bit when we're with different people, whether that's our friends, our family, our teachers, our peers at school, the groups that I assigned you throughout the school year. All of those, you guys know, become distinctive in groups that create their own personality and communication style. So if you really consider all the studies that we have done over the past 2 years, this one is probably the best one. Again, that's social identity theory to explain the attraction similarity model. Now, if you don't think that's the case and you'd like to argue that point, you may certainly do so in the comments below, and I will look over those. I know Mr. McHale is going to be looking at your survey responses from that last closed question for that activity, but I'll look at the comments below this video, and if I have a chance, I'll respond and beat you in every single debate that you try to have with me, as always, because I always win. Anyway, so put those, if you have any questions too, you can put those in the comments below. I'll check in every once in a while and, be a resource for you guys, since I have taught this course for so long, and I know we were looking forward to having a lot of discussions in class about this. All right, but I do want to get you guys into the next section of this unit, and it is a study by Kessler and Barrel in 1970, and it's about self-esteem. So if you take a moment and you pause the video, you can read over this little excerpt from the study that I pulled from the IB textbook, and there will be a set of questions to follow just like before. Once again, one of the things that I would like you guys to do in the comment section below, and you'll have to label it limitations in case some of you folks decide to debate me, what are some limitations of this study? Some things that you notice that may cause some issues with us using this to generalize how self-esteem plays a role in relationship formation. So again, in the comments below, take a moment and write your answers. I will let Mr. McHale know that you will be commenting on these or on this question in the comment section, so that he makes sure to check it out before class ends, and you guys can have a nice discussion about it and then move on to the next step of this activity. So you guys can see on here some other thoughts that I would like you to consider, and it is going to be linked, so you're going to have to go to the actual slideshow that you made a copy of, but it'll have a link in it to another Google form where you can put your group's thoughts about these two questions. The first one, do you think we'd see the same phenomenon with women? Why or why not? And again, you want to use your understanding of human relationships thus far, and then just social psychology to answer that question. And then, considering what we know about attraction and relationship formation, how can we explain the psychology behind this study? So I want you guys in your groups. This is probably going to be either at the end of a class or the beginning of the class, or whenever you, I guess, tackle this video, because it's really at your own pace. But answer these questions in the form. Again, you have to go to the actual slideshow in Google Drive to be able to do this. So you might have noticed that in the description for this channel, I have that link. I'll also place it in the description of this video, but it will create a copy that you can take notes in, and it will be your own personal copy, but it will still link to all of the things that are in our slideshow.